The Rabbeinu Avram continues. So now that we have a basic understanding that there's an involuntary level of bitachon that every being in this world has, we understand the psukim that discuss that everyone in this world, their eyes are turned to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and as he said, even though Avodah Zarah, and as he brought the story by Yonah Novi that the people on the boat with him, even though they were 1 minute screaming to their Avodah Zarah, a minute later they had this incredible Yiras Hashem. Says the Rabbeinu Avram, we see that the Melech Moav too, even though he was on the one hand screaming to his Avodah Zarahs, at the same time he was trying to, he sacrificed his child to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and there was a ketzef about this. And as David HaMelech says, Miftach kol katz v'oretz yom rechoikim. So he says that Rabbeinu Avram clearly there's an involuntary basic instinct of bitachon that every being in this world knows that their sustenance comes from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now says the Rabbeinu Avram, let's understand the voluntary bitachon. Now obviously this is from people who are dveikim b'Torah, they have emunah, they have bitachon, they internalize their bitachon, they practice their bitachon. As the Rabbeinu Avram told us in the past, they use tefillah to strengthen their bitachon. They know for a fact that every intermediary in this world is only their strength only comes from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And therefore their entire all of Mishantam they rely entirely on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Even when everything goes well, they rely on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Not just when they lose things, that's when they suddenly find themselves trusting in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And therefore says the Rabbeinu Avram, all these psukim is the kavana. So therefore, between the involuntary bitachon that every being in this world has, and the voluntary bitachon that the Yechudei Segula have, that the people who internalize bitachon have, you come to a conclusion that yes, the psukim that say that every being in this world turns to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that will include both voluntary and involuntary bitachon. Now, as far as what he mentioned, that there is a general level of bitachon and there's an individual level of bitachon. Says the Rabbeinu Avram, there is the first level of bitachon, which is a general level that everyone has, basic level of speaking. People say, yeah, everything is from Hashem, everything's from Hashem. Even Sancheriv, even though he was a koifer, on the other hand, the pasuk says, he talks about Hashem. Everything he said, everything is from Hashem. In other words, there's a general level of bitachon that people have, sometimes voluntary or involuntary, it doesn't really matter, but the point is a very general level that they just say everything is from Hashem. And then then there is a person who has an actual individual bitachon b'Hashem, pratistic bitachon b'Hashem, which are the people who are shomer Torah mitzvahs, who internalize and realize the bitachon, and they know that every piece of food and everything that they have comes from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And therefore, where do you see this? Rabbeinu Avram always bringing it back to the material. How do I see the difference? And therefore, therefore, when they do ishtadlus in parnasa, all their machshava is this adding to my Yiras Shamayim? Is this bringing me closer to his Dapkus Bashem? And they're not relying even for one moment on their energy, on their power, on their wisdom, or on their efforts. All they rely on is on Bitachon Bashem. And this is what he calls the pratistic Bitachon, the individual Bitachon. So again, he gave us here another glimpse into understanding Bitachon, the tool of Bitachon, as far as a person acquiring a sustenance in this world. They said first there is a voluntary and involuntary level of bitachon, and now he's telling us that there's a general level of bitachon and there's an individual pratistic level of bitachon. Of a wonderful day.